Hi everyone, this is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. So, if you can't tell by now, we're making some huge changes. Alright guys, so thanks for checking this video out. And I know it's a little eye-catching when someone says you're making changes. So it's either make changes or quit YouTube. And right now, because of all the time and money I've invested in YouTube, that's not an option. So we're making some huge changes around here. And number one, you can tell by my channel art. So on this particular channel, I have changed my little art piece above on my main video page. So that one, and also this video has replaced my weekly plan with me. So I still am going to be bullet journaling. My bullet journal is going to stick around because that's something that I love to do, and I think the bullet journal community is huge and I don't really want to get rid of that. And I'm going to actually experiment and do some new and different type of videos that I've never done before on my channel. I think it's new. I think it's a good idea to kind of experiment every now and then. Channel updates should happen at least once a year, in my opinion, and not necessarily rebranding. I don't really want to call it that. It's just trying to find out what works best for my audience, who I want my target audience to be, and what I want to do. Because when you find yourself doing something that you're not loving or you're wondering why you're doing it, you need to get rid of it or change it or something. And that brings me to my next point is burnout. So you guys, I have a lot on my plate. I don't know, when you're doing all the things and you're in the grind and you just kind of jump from thing to thing, there's quite a few people that I've seen on YouTube, probably in the last year or two, that have kind of just taken a mental health break. And mental health breaks are good, but I think that means that you've reached the limit. And I mean, everything to do with COVID right now is not helping. So this is kind of like besides for COVID. So for instance, Amanda Rachel, another girl that I watch, Claudia Joseph, everybody just kind of took a break. And I think when you start to feel overworked, you just kind of burn out, and then you don't do anything and you just quit everything. There are a lot of people who started YouTube, kind of did the same thing, started posting every day, 5 times a week, and just thought, this is too much work, I'm not doing it anymore. And I don't want to get to that point, and I'm not going to quit YouTube. That's not an option because I have invested so much time and energy and work for the past 2 years into this thing that I want to kind of try to make a business with. So in saying that, I realized I needed some huge changes. I have 2 kids. My oldest is 7 years old. He's in grade 1. And my daughter is just going to be 11 months. And she's so much work, you guys. For those of you who have kids, it is so demanding, not even just physically, because, you're running around picking her up, making sure she's not getting into the knives in the dishwasher, eating the dog food, eating the glue that you have sitting in the cupboard, but it's mentally exhausting. At the end of the day, I zonk into bed and I don't even dream. I don't lay there thinking. I don't have insomnia. I'm just done for the entire day and I'm exhausted. And I've been getting to the point where I can't focus. I can't concentrate. I used to stay up late to do work. I can't even do that anymore. And I think it's just because I have my hand in too many of the cookie jars. I'm on Patreon. I have 2 YouTube channels. I post 5 times a week between the two. I also have my website, a blog. I post pictures. I update my pictures on my website at least monthly. And you guys, here it is. I'm opening up a sticker shop. So it will not be on Etsy. It's not that I don't believe in Etsy, but I want to try selling from my website only because I already have a website. It makes a little bit more sense to do it that way first. And then we'll see where it takes me. I feel like it's kind of a catch-22. So my website isn't well known. It's only advertised as much as I talk about it on YouTube. Check it out, you guys. It's www.sandradahl.ca. And I should have my website up and running by the time this video goes live. This is going to be on Sunday the 21st. So fingers crossed. If it's not up, it will be up soon. So, the reason why I've kind of switched gears is because I've been looking at my analytics and just examining them a bit more closely. And it's interesting to note because I've been watching lots of YouTubers that talk about YouTube analytics, and they talk about how much money they're making and kind of the work, the background work that goes into it, and the productivity and the time management. And I've been trying to track my time, and obviously, a lot of my time is spent with my kids, which is necessary. It's a necessary evil. And I can't focus 110% of my business like some people can. So I kind of try to find time in between the times when I'm not focusing on my kids, which is hard because you don't get into that nice work mode where, I have 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 5 minutes here, and I just can't focus as easy. So I need to cut back the things that aren't bringing me joy. And I also need to cut back the things that aren't going to prove valuable for my time. So, in saying that, for instance, my Patreon, I currently have no patrons. So it doesn't make any sense for me to keep creating on there if I don't have anybody. So what I've done is I still have it open. If you want to join, you can. And if I do get a patron, I will just start posting for that person or those people. But right now, it just doesn't make any sense. And I'm wasting all of this valuable energy and time on something that isn't going to do anything for me or do anything for anyone else. Also, if you check out my Instagram, I have posted a Instagram story. I think it's my first ever, and it'll show my Cricut machine in action. I did get one for my birthday. I've been talking about this ever since before Christmas, and I finally got one, and I'm just really excited to start creating. So my posting schedule, if you've checked out my channel banner, you will have seen the new schedule, but I'm pretty sure this won't start directly until April because I still have 2 videos on these Sundays. So as of April 1st, my channel schedule is as follows. On my main channel, I'll be posting every Tuesday and every Friday, so twice a week at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. The time is not changing. And on my beauty channel, I'm hosting a Makeup Monday video. So I've decided to call it a Makeup Monday. I'm sure that everybody calls it that, but it's only because Monday seems to be the best day for that because it's kind of starting my week, starting my morning routine, and I can get going throughout the day. And obviously, like for today's look, I've done my makeup. I never filmed this look. Probably should have because it's pretty nice. But I've at least limited it to 1 video per week, and then the other channel is 2 videos per week. So I think cutting down from 5 to 3 is going to be a lot more easy to function, I think, and just be able to like stretch out my time more. It's going to give me a lot more time, and I can really put more energy and thinking into each of the videos and just kind of figure out what people want to see. So in saying that, to create my channel art and also my intro and outro that you will have seen, I have used a program called Canva. You can get a free version, and I do have the pro version, and it's really cool. It's like a designer, an art design studio, so you can design basically anything. Really, the sky's the limit when it comes to designing, and it's super neat, super cool, and it's just a really great program to have if you're doing anything on YouTube or visual arts or anything like that. The next thing I wanted to kind of talk about is my sticker shop. So, because I'm from Canada, I'm going to also have this posted in, it's a Facebook group for Canadian businesses who make stickers. I'll post it down below if I can find the link for you guys. I don't have it right on the top of my head, but I will leave the information for that down below. But I am going to apply to be part of that once I start opening up everything. Because I'm working out of my website instead of on Etsy, I think there's going to be more fees and stuff like that for me to figure out. So I hope everything starts smoothly, and this is just kind of an update because I'm doing a huge drastic change here, and I just don't want to burn myself out like I've seen so many other YouTubers do. And I don't really want to take a break because I think if I took a break, I would get super bored. I don't think I can just be one of those stay-at-home moms, but I've always wanted to work from home, and I always said I'll never work for anybody else again in my life. Like, that is it. I did a makeup video a while ago talking about my work background, and I spent 16 years working at Sobeys, and never again, you guys. Not, the grocery industry is not for me anymore. So I'm hoping that this change kind of brings about new growth. I mean, learning how to use the Cricut machine was a little bit of a growth curve, but not too terribly bad. It was probably easier than learning how to edit my own videos. And I think it's going to be an interesting challenge anyway. So, and it also, one of my goals was to try to do more art. And this is kind of pushing me towards that and forcing me to do it. So I'm grateful for that aspect. Yes, I just wanted to let you know what's changing, what's happening. And if you have any questions, just leave them down below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Okay, we'll talk to you guys next time. Have a great one. Bye.